This is tutorial number 155, and it covers how to use the Scale Part feature within SOLIDWORKS. Now to start off, let's open up a part on the DVD. So let's click File, and let's open up one of the hinges that I've included on the DVD. You can find this in the samples, so let's open it up. Now what we're going to be doing in this tutorial is I'm going to show you how to scale a part, and the reason behind scaling a part is if you have a part such as this, it's intricate and you don't want to duplicate it again, but you need it, say, twice the size of what you have now. Instead of going back, editing either the dimensions through your list here, the sketches and whatnot, or by just starting out from scratch again and doing it again, you're able just to click the whole part and just scale it. Now, one of the things that I had to do in this part was I actually had to scale it. So I had drawings and they wanted me to scale it back because they were just going to be making a prototype for it, and they didn't want it to be as large as what it was going to be on the actual application. So I think this one's actually scaled back. I think it's about 5/8 to what it should be. So I actually made it normally, and then I changed it using this scale to scale everything back. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So what we're going to do is click Insert, click Feature, click Scale, and then there's nothing you can really do wrong. You just have to select the part and it's going to select the whole thing. You don't have to click any faces or any specific features, so just click it. And for this one, let's do 2 times. So whatever you put here, that's how big it's going to be. If you have 1, it's going to stay the same. 2, it's going to be twice as big. And you're able to scale it from a few points. You're able to do it from the centroid of the part out, or from the origin. So it's going to be, say, the origin's here, it's going to scale it out that way. From the centroid, it's going to scale it out kind of like in a circle. So the best bet, I would say, all the time is using the centroid, or you can do a coordinate system if you have it in there. But do a centroid, it's the easiest one to do, and it makes the most sense because it's going to go out from the center of the part. So we want it 2 times as big. Let's click OK. And now the whole part's twice as big. Now if we measure from this face to this face here, it's 1.56 inches. Now let's scale it again. So let's click Insert, click Feature, click Scale, and this time let's make it 5/8. Click OK, and it's going to scale it back down. Now if we measure these faces again, we're going to see that we have a difference. Before it was 1.56, now it's 0.97. So obviously everything's scaled down, and everything gets scaled together, so it keeps it nice and tight. So rather than, the outside of the part just getting bigger and the insides and the holes not going, the whole part gets scaled all together, so it keeps it a nice clean look. Every time I scale this, and if I zoom in, it's always going to look the same. So let's scale this again, and let's scale it 10 times. Click OK, and it still looks the same. Nothing's really altered or disfigured or anything. It works very, very well. So using this, it's very easy. It saves you a lot of time, and it gives you a great result when you're trying to, if you already have a bunch of components, like say you had, this is like a standard hinge or bracket that you got going on. If you have this as a standard, you can just make one and then scale every single one off of it, so you only have to do the part once. And this concludes our tutorial on how to use the Scale Part feature within SOLIDWORKS.